What's up, YouTube? Captain Guns bringing you Civilization VII. So this is just a little test build. Don't take too much in it. Don't make fun. This is just a test build to show off some features and to potentially talk about some more features that maybe like to get added. So a couple things I didn't know existed is with the air units. So the squadron commander, for example. So you got to differentiate the two. There's the airfield commander, which is, you got basically two forms of Air Force commanders. You got the actual home base commander, and then you got a more mobile commander who could set up shop other places on the run, and their promotional trees are just a tad bit different, which I find strange. But it's neither here nor there. Like, one of the interesting things, first off, the mobile squadron commander has more promotional trees. It adds the airlift operations, which gives the ability to airdrop and heal land units, which I didn't know was a thing. And both of them have the logistics tree, as well as the aircraft carrier, to provide aerial reconnaissance. That is so cool that these little features are given, and it just makes the units so much more dynamic. So we're going to show you how these things work real quick. So starting off with the aerial recon function. So the aerial recon function, once you gain that promotion, it's unlocked, and you can see it in bold here. Aerial reconnaissance grants you sight on previously revealed tiles within 8 tiles of your commander. So basically you could spot recon anywhere on the map and essentially snipe is what comes down to it. So I don't know where any other units are. And obviously I have a fighter aircraft right here. But he can't attack anywhere but the cities. So if I want to attack units, he can't see them, he can't attack them. However, with this aerial recon function, it completely changes the game. So let's just say there's a unit by the capital. Okay, there's a settler by the capital. Prime example. So the aircraft commander or whoever has sent recon units, aerial recon units in this area, and it has revealed this settler. Now granted, this settler is a civilian unit, but it works all the same. We could essentially take this aircraft now and engage the target that was recon. Cool ass feature, if you ask me. Mind my clicking. And the same thing goes with the aircraft carrier promotional tree. The aircraft carrier has the same promotional tree in logistics, and it also has a couple more in carrier operations. But super cool features, and I wish they would add more unique features to not only the commanders but the units. So as you can see, the aircraft carrier also could perform a recon. Obviously there's nothing there, nothing to attack, whatever. It's the next turn out of here, and I'll show you a couple more. Okay, so I want to show you guys two more to deal with this squadron commander. Okay. Perfect. So this infantry unit engaged in battle, and he's injured. It could be any level of injury. That's irregardless. Cargo drop, that's where it is. So basically you could take this squadron commander and drop supplies, ammunition, more people, you name it, to heal a unit That is incredibly cool. And there it goes. And the unit's healed. Super, super cool. Now, to show you that last paratroop ability, we're going to have to skip to the next turn. And that'll complete those little cool, unique features. But I got some other ones I'm curious why they don't add. Or maybe a modder can add in the future. Okay, so going down here, you can now paradrop. Oh, okay. So if you're wondering, so basically, to paradrop, the unit has to be packed inside the commander. Now you ask yourself, how the hell do you pack any adjacent land units in the commander when it won't absorb them? I think this is a little bit of a bug, but I found a workaround. So you take your infantry unit and you press add to army, and then you click on your squadron commander, and then essentially your infantry unit is inside your squadron commander, and then you could perform a paradrop. The paradrop could be in any friendly or neutral territory. I think that should be switched to include enemy territory, in my opinion. Now I get it, there's the whole, you could essentially take a city by surprise, but that could be fixed by adding anti-air units, in which if the squadron commander is destroyed between fighter aircraft and anti-air units, then essentially what should happen is your squadron commander should be killed, and any paratrooping units should be killed. I think that's what they need to do. They need to add some anti-air units, whether that be anti-air batteries, and then later when the information era comes out, or whatever the era they call it, or age, there needs to be some surface-to-air missile units. But essentially you can paradrop these guys anywhere in friendly or neutral territory, in which we'll drop them in between these two cities right here. Just like that. Super cool. And then your infantry could go on and do whatever they're going to do. And you could also do this when you get further down the tree with cavalry units. I am not quite certain if you could do it with artillery and anti-gun units, but I'm pretty sure you can. Now, another thing that I'm curious design-wise are these coastal batteries. So you unlock these coastal batteries when you befriend basically a militaristic city-state, and they grant, if you pull it up, there we go. It's 3 range combat strength, 1+ range to ranged units and sieged units, and 5 HP healing per turn. Super cool. But a little design change, they need to make these things shoot. How ranged attacks used to be in other Civilization games, whether that be Civilization 6, 5, out from the city, this is what the ranged attack needs to come from. And I thought that was super bizarre that they have these things basically where you can't shoot them. I have to put an artillery unit in them? That's so strange. So cool though. It really is cool. It's a very unique looking. It's cool. I love it. It's awesome. And the fact that they added something like that, like props onto you, Firaxis, for doing that. Super cool. However, you gotta change it a little bit in my opinion. You gotta add it so it could actually shoot. I think it's ridiculous I have to put a ranged unit. Even if I put an anti-tank gun in there, I have a shore battery. There's a shore battery gun right here that I can't shoot. I'm still shooting the anti-tank gun even if I put the anti-tank gun here. Even if I put an artillery unit here, I'm still shooting the artillery. I'm not shooting the shore battery. I need to shoot the shore battery. This needs to get fixed. Whether in a mod or what, but this gotta get fixed. This gotta get changed. This little design decision has to be changed. And also is your destroyer and submarine unit. I'm surprised these two units don't have any special abilities. Whether it be the destroyer have active sonar or something to search for stealth units like submarines, or even the submarine having some form of stealth ability where it basically you lose all movement and it becomes even more stealthy. I don't know, something. But I'm curious these two units don't have more abilities. And something I'm even more puzzled at is why none of these destroyers, aircraft carrier, or even battleship has any way to defend themselves from aircraft. That's a super bizarre design decision. It's something that needs to get fixed. Modded, fixed by Firaxis. It's a very bizarre design decision. Along with the fact that there's still no anti-air units available. And with how powerful squadron commanders are, with how powerful aerodrome commanders are, aircraft carrier commanders, how powerful they can be. If you have control over the skies right now, you could essentially defeat any army with its recon ability. It's just it's unstoppable. And yes, I believe now the change is fighters defend within 3 tiles of their deployment, which I think is a good change. However, I believe you still need to add anti-air units. The anti-air gun battery still needs to get added, and destroyers, battleships, aircraft carriers still need some form of anti-air to protect themselves, even if it is ever so slightly.